Hi Red Bull, it's Aussie Villain from Aussie Villain Racing. No, we're not an F2 team. Listen, I'm just looking at the layout here for your Red Bull ring, and there seems to be a lot of really long straights. Yeah, do you reckon we could throw a few chicanes in the middle of them? Why? Well, we're really lacking in top speed, and slowing cars up would really do us a favour. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain, and welcome back to Aussie Villain Racing for the Austrian Grand Prix sprint weekend as well this weekend. So we'll have to get into things pretty quickly here, which is good because there's not too much to catch you up on. Only the 4 days since the last race. And, well, nothing much has changed. We're still sitting 10th in the Constructors. Neither driver obviously has scored a point. So they are where they are on that front. And there's no new upgrades to bring to the car either. So, yeah, like I say, no point mucking around. Let's just get straight into this. So we are looking at rain for the sprint race, which will be actually qualifying as well, won't it? And the actual race itself. So it's going to be an interesting one. Red sector 1, blue sector 2, yellow sector 3. We can see there, unfortunately, long straights, and our car is the slowest on the grid in terms of top speed, so that's not fantastic. Yeah, we're going to have to, if we lose the back of the field, we're going to be in some trouble there, I think. Green flag stop is 22 seconds, so it's not a massive loss of time. Well, we would be expecting a 2-stop if it wasn't for the rain. Obviously, that is going to dictate strategy. It's only a very short lap as well, so we could end up quite a few laps down here. Max Verstappen every other year, so maybe not this season. Although did he win here in real life? I can't even remember who won here in real life now. But anyway, I don't think he did he? That was the crash with Lando, wasn't it? It was the crash. No, it was George Russell that won here in real life. So that is that. Our race targets. Let's go and have a look here. Vandoorne. Do we get ambitious and say 18th or higher? Go. Let's just keep chugging away with the money right now and go for 20th. They should both be able to get 20th or above, I think. So it is moderate rain for Saturday. And it is light rain for the race. So, yeah, the sprint and then qualifying is going to be very, very interesting. But I've got to do some free practice first, so I'll do that and then see you for sprint qualifying. All right, so we've done free practice. It was, especially for Vandoorne, a little bit of a disaster. Jack Doohan put in a decent lap to go 13th, which is obviously good. Vandoorne only on a hard tyre for his best lap, which maybe explains a little bit. But we've just really struggled to get him a setup. Now, we are going to put in better parts now, obviously. He also had a gearbox problem, you can see there, which was hurting him in qualifying. Now, we can change that. We might put in a new ERS for the race proper. The thing is, of course, we are unlikely to score points in the sprint. We might, but we're unlikely to. But we're still going to, try and qualify our best. But let's not get our hopes up too much here. Let's go for Q1. Alright, so we've done a lap. We only get the one set of medium tyres to use. We've done a lap, and we're currently 19th and 20th. Now, again, we know with the car right now, we are better at racing than qualifying. But Vandoorne has done a green first sector. Doohan has not. So Vandoorne might be the great hope to get out of this. Now, we've waited as long as we could. We could have waited a little bit longer just to try and let the track get as rubbing in as it possibly could. Vandoorne has gone green, and Doohan has done a green middle sector as well. So let's see if Stoffel can go and get himself into, it's of course be SQ1. No. And Doohan has got 18th. So no. So short and sweet, the qualifying there. So we'll go to the sprint race. I'll just show you minimal highlights. Let's get to the main event where we might do something.
We're all ready to go.
Alright, now obviously one of the highlights I'm going to show you is the sprint race. Now, we are trying something here, but there's no repercussions because obviously it's going to be a one-off race. We are both on the soft tyre. The track conditions, they're about to go to dry. There they are there now, and they're going to stay dry for about half the race. So if we're any chance, absolutely any chance of doing anything in terms of scoring points, then we need to do something different, obviously. And this is our attempt to do something different. Everybody else is on an inter tyre. So we're going to need to absolutely fly. Maybe get a moment's glory at some point. And yeah, go from there. But we'll see. As things stand right now, everybody's pulling away from us. As the track has gone back to damp. No, it shouldn't have gone back to damp. But yeah, like I say, we've got absolutely nothing to lose here because we're not going to score points anyway. So we might as well try something. And if it works, we'll look like heroes. And if it doesn't work, like it currently is not, we'll look a little bit silly. But It's worth the risk, I think. Alright, so the famed Aussie Villain weather station has very much got this forecast wrong. So yeah. This is a gamble that is not going to pay off for us, unfortunately. We are currently 10 seconds a lap slower. So, yeah. So yeah, you win some, you lose some, and that was one we very much lost. We were 2 laps down in the end. I think everybody lapped us, even including Guan Yu Zhou. So, not my greatest decision, but I still maintain it was worth the risk. You know, if it had just got a little bit drier, it may have paid off for us. But anyway, let's go to proper qualifying. Alright, now Q1 is going to be a wet session, so let's go straight out. And let's get a lap on the board. And it looks like the rain might calm down a little bit here. Let's get our sector times up. See what we can do. So Vandoorne is going to set the first time at Jesus, just a second and a half slower than Piastri. Doohan is half a second off of Vandoorne. So not a great first time around, but it looks as though, as I said, the rain is going to slow up a little bit. So that hopefully will just be a bit of a banker for us and not anything that we have to rely on too much. The rain is now, the track's actually getting wetter, which might help Vandoorne, to be fair. Are we expecting the track to get... No, we're expecting it to really dry out towards the end to the point where it may even be a dry tyre. Alright, now I'm waiting to the last possible minute to see if it's going to be possible. I don't think it's going to quite go dry. It might go dry, but I think we saw in the sprint race, maybe not dry enough, where a sort of a inter tyre is still going to be quicker than the soft. Let's hope that I'm right on that one. Is anybody else out here on a soft? No, everyone's on inters. So maybe we could have, if we'd waited to the last possible minute, maybe we could have got away with a soft tyre. I almost sent one out on one and one out on the other just to see. But that's rough. That's about as dry as it got in the sprint race, and we were still losing ground to everybody on a soft tyre. So let's see where we go here. Vandoorne goes 10th. Doohan, he comes across the line. Now, people will do faster lap times on their final lap. He goes 11th. So we're 11th and 12th right now. Is anybody going quicker? Not really. We're going to get through. So a wonderful, wonderful for Q1, and shows we learned something from the sprint race there that really helped us out. So those that have gone out is both Saubers, Hulkenberg, Sargent, Ricciardo, and Alpine. So that's good, because in our battle against Alpine and Sauber, there's only one Alpine left. Is that right? Or did both Alpines go out? What's the other Alpine? Oh, Gasly's 6. That's not good. Alright, so we're looking here at Q2, and the track, it's starting wet. It's very much going to go to inters at the end. So there's no point wasting time here. We'll just go straight to the end on an inter. Alright, so we are only doing the one run, because there was no point really. This is the best track conditions, so we're going for it now. And it is a one and done situation for us. Now, there's not everybody out on track. So if we can do a good lap here, we are a very, very good chance of getting one, maybe dream even 2 cars into Q2. Into Q3, sorry. And I don't believe we've ever had a car in Q3 before. Get out of the way. So Vandoorne is going green, as you would expect, given that he hasn't done a lap yet. You'd be going some to not beat a nothing time. Here we go. Vandoorne, can he get himself in that top 10? Oh, he goes 5th. Jack Doohan goes for 6th. Are we going to get 2 cars into Q3 here? We surely are. Mathematically, we can't be knocked out. So 7th and 8th in Q2. And, well, the other Alpine's gone. So this is a chance now, isn't it? This is a chance. Alright, so we've got this session here. The best early is going to be the best time to go. So we are going to get straight out there. And hopefully... Green. I mean, let's look at who we could maybe beat in this session. Magnussen. That's probably about it. I don't know that we're going to have much hope of beating anybody else. So let's hope we can go and beat him. Looks like we should have a clear lap. I don't think we'll get any traffic, so that's good. And is anybody out there on a soft tyre? I wonder if, in hindsight, I wonder if we should have gone a soft tyre and seen if that had helped us at all. And again, maybe there's an argument to say that might have been worth the risk, because if the soft tyre worked right now, we'd probably be on the front row. And we're not really got anything to lose in this session, so yeah, maybe that's a decision that I've got wrong. But anyway, let's see where it puts us. We're going to briefly go P1 in Q3, which is nosebleed stuff. As Vandoorne has beat Magnussen's time. Doohan slots himself up there into third, and let's see how these times stack up. And as expected, maybe not great. I wonder if we could just quickly... no, it's starting to rain now. So I wonder if we could just quickly send someone out there on a drive. But Magnussen's trying something. But that's it. That's how qualifying is going to finish, I say. So a best ever qualifying of 8th for Aussie Villain Racing. Doohan in 10th. Let's go do this race. So of course we are expecting rain, and judging by that, it's coming at the end of the race. Let's go and have a look here. Oh, it's gonna be an inter right at the end. I think that's gonna be a dry tyre up until about here somewhere, lap 55, somewhere around there. So let's move the inter tyre up to where I think it's gonna maybe cross over. It's gonna be right at the end of the race, if at all. Now we know our weather centre is not maybe the greatest. Now I don't think we want to be on a hard tyre either, because we saw at the start that what you actually want is how far can a soft go? I really, really don't think you want to be on a hard tyre. So we could do something like that, except what I'd say you want to do actually is do medium in the middle and start on a soft. So you do something along those lines. Now we do have a lot of medium tyres. I wonder if we're doing... I wonder if we look to eliminate a stop. Go medium, medium... But maybe can we look to just eke them out a little bit? Yeah, we might try that with Doohan and just see how that works out. Telling to avoid high curb usage or dangerous curb usages and things like that. And yeah, see if that works out for him. Alright, I mean, are we going to score points here? I mean, you'd like to think so. It's still a big ask for us, but... well, you never know. You just never know. Alright, welcome back. Here we go. Look at that. Right up the front of the grid. Nosebleed stuff. And let's hope, like I say, that if we get a little bit of a strange race, perhaps things going a little bit weird. I don't think we want to waste time defending. I just think we want to run our own race for the most part. Doohan wants to avoid high-risk curbs as well to try and get these tyres to where we need to get them. We are already flying backwards, as Doohan is back to 12th. Perhaps not a surprise given that, his tyre strategy here. And I'm already regretting it, because we know that we need the pace of the tyres to get things done here. So I wonder if I do make a quick change already to this, because you can see we're flying backwards. Yeah, I don't know. We'll stick with it. We'll stick with it. But, yeah, it's not a classic strategy, I don't think. And we're already, we've just been passed by Magnussen. Yeah, there might be a touch of reality setting in here. But let's not panic just yet. Alright, so Doohan is losing tyre temps doing this. We're going to call it on him early. He will be coming in and going soft. And I'm actually tempted. There's no reason that we would have to run a medium tyre there. So I'm tempted with Vandoorne if we do soft. Although we may not have that many soft tyres, so never mind. But yeah, Magnussen's just got back past us. If we stay in his DRS, we'll be fine. Oh, there goes Perez as well. I mean, these are cars that we expect to be ahead of us, unfortunately, aren't they? We've got a yellow flag. I'm not sure what that is for. It's Sergeant, another yellow flag. And oh, there's someone off there. That's Alonso.
Yellow flag.
So that moves us back up into the points. So we'll take that. Alright, we might just be starting to get a dose of reality here. Magnussen got past us on the last lap and just pushed us wide enough to allow Danny Ricciardo to follow him through. We then lost DRS through the rest. This is where they both got through. We then lost DRS over the rest of the lap. That's just allowed Stroll to come past as well. And we've got Sainz next in line. Doohan was just struggling. He couldn't get tyre temperature. Looks like Ocon's just got past him as well. So, yeah, the nosebleeds have stopped, unfortunately. Alright, Vandoorne is about to come in. He was going to do another lap, but he just went a bit wide, I think, because he seemed to lose a lot of time all of a sudden. Well, we lost a lot of time all the way through there, pretty much. Yeah, we've sort of dropped back to where we would expect to be. 2.4 seconds is a very nice pit stop time. And, well, now we'll get an idea if the extra stops are going to work out for us. Doohan is still kind of on track to be able to do just the one stop. But we'll have to kind of see how that goes for him. If I look at other cars, it looks as though there's a lot of medium tyre runners that are about the same as Doohan that might be trying to get there. There's not that many. Norris, Leclerc, and Doohan are pretty much the only ones. This is, I was going to say, if that's a safety car now, I'd be annoyed. But yeah, it looks as though there are going to be a lot of people coming into the pits, as Hulkenberg has just done that. Tyre temperatures, though, they seem to be difficult to keep tyre temperatures, which makes me think, obviously, therefore, the tyres are going to last longer. So Doohan might be able to do... Oh, I just feel like we're trundling around in 17th. Let's push him on. Let's do a soft. Then we'll make the extra stop. Alright, so we were on Doohan's in-lap. Unfortunately, we just got DRS passed by Zoe and Hulkenberg there. But what we're going to do is just do a soft. We're not quick enough, I don't think, even though we were briefly in 12th. Or certainly in the battle for 12th. I just think Vandoorne is catching us quite quickly. We know that pace-wise, they're quite similar. It's just that Doohan tends to make a few more mistakes. So that's him out now in 20th. 8 seconds behind... who's that? Albon. So we'll see how quickly he can catch him up. But in terms of tyres, everybody more or less is... If they've stopped, they're stopping onto a hard to get to the rain, aren't they? So... Annoyingly, we're getting lapped, which means we're going to have to slow down every 2 seconds. Here comes Guan Yu Zhou. Be interesting to see if he goes onto a medium. That would make us the only cars that are planning on doing sort of that extra stop to get to the rain. Which would give us a pace advantage throughout the stint, really. So maybe it's not great with 16th and 20th if that's the case. Alright, so rain has just started falling. Now, we know, by looking at track details, it's gonna drizzle for a long time. So I dare even say the next pit stop we make will be for dry tyres again. We'll keep an eye on what everybody else does, but we know that until it gets to at least 84 or so mils, that an inter tyre is no quicker. It's no quicker than a slick. So, yeah, I'm even tempted to pull Vandoorne in now and try and get the best out of a soft tyre in case it does go to... We might even do the... Let's use this tyre to the max and then we'll see. Yeah, it's one of those tricky ones, isn't it? Light rain races can be like this, where you get sort of stuck on a dry tyre when the track is damp, but not really damp enough for wet tyres, as Doohan and Gasly are going back and forth, it looks like. But yeah, I mean, Doohan just seems to be lacking just general pace, to be honest. And Vandoorne is doing okay, but he is. I mean, he's not. I mean, 15th is still a good result for us, isn't it? I mean, we've got to get out of the. I think it's disappointing because where we qualified, but I think we took advantage of weather conditions more so than that's the pace the car had. But anyway, let's stop him this lap because the tyres are lasting fairly well. And yeah, we'll see what we do with Doohan in a lap or two's time. But yeah, this track is just, it's very, very slowly getting damp, isn't it? It's not doing it at any great pace. And it's 2.7. I actually wonder if we do the same thing with Doohan, because everybody else's tyres are quite old, as Gasly decided to try and take us out there. That must be Doohan 2 cars up, I think. Yeah. Let's do the same thing with Doohan, get him on fresh tyres. And see if that gives us any sort of benefit. Out of the way, Jack, coming through, mate. Yeah, but the track is not getting wet quick enough. We're going to get this stint in, I think. I may actually get the, when we should come in for Inters, right? It's just whether we should have been eking out the stops or not. 2.3 seconds. That'll be pit stop points. All right, let's see how quick we are now that we've got a big tyre advantage over everybody. All right, so we are definitely quicker. We are right back up behind Bottas and Albon here, who we could do with getting past relatively quickly. Doohan is catching the people he needs to catch as well. And we're only halfway to when the track is sort of considered officially damp. So we're definitely we need to get this overtake done here, please. This is holding us up now, Mr. Stoffel. We can get one done here and then go and get Bottas down the back straight. That'd be fantastic. And then we've got Zoe in front of him. And then we've just got to try and catch the back of K-Mag. But yeah, we don't need to be getting held up behind hard tyre runners in these conditions because they are going to be quite slow. Is Doohan close to anybody? 4 seconds back of Ocon, so he'll be there shortly. And those should be fairly comfortably dealt with, I would have thought and hoped. Excellent. So Alonso's pitting again. And we're 9 seconds now, 8.5 seconds now. 8 seconds behind, you must be getting lapped, behind K-Mag. And we were 3 seconds faster last lap. We were the fastest car on track last lap. No wonder Alonso came in for softs. I'm assuming he came in for softs. Inters. Well, it's too early for that, Fernando. Alright, well, I mean, we're a lap down, but we're going to start taking 5-6 seconds a lap out of cars here. Alright, so everybody is coming into the pits now. We're about 2 seconds faster than Alonso, so we're not quite as much faster as I would have hoped, but it is, of course, constantly getting wetter as well. So that's going to affect things. But we're still in the 11s. Alonso's in the 13s. Doohan's in the 13s as well, but he may well have just been getting lapped. He was also just past Bottas, so perhaps he was in his way. But yeah, we're pushing on the tyres as much as possible now. Once everybody's on Inters, there's not too much for us to gain to stay out here. That's why I'm just watching lap times to see. Alonso's just on an 11. Bottas, what's he doing? A 13. Got to be careful judging the lap times off of Bottas, though, because he could be getting lapped, which will affect his lap time, obviously. Let's go back with Vandoorne. He just did a 12. Have we hit the crossover point? Gasly's just come in as well. Hamilton's in. So we're the only 2 cars now that are out on Inters. Out on slicks, sorry. Doohan coming around. What's he done? A 15. He's getting lapped. There's not really, I don't think, much for us to gain at this point. We're not any quicker than anybody, so let's go and stick the Inters on. Both cars can come in this lap. And we'll see, we'll get an idea here now if this extra stop has worked. my suspicion is maybe not. But then we don't know where we would have been, you know, if we hadn't done it. So, yeah. Well, that's not a great stop. We lost a second there. This right front looked a bit slow, didn't it?
And down in the pits. Oh, that's a slow
So
one.
we've come out in 14th, have we? Yeah, we have. Okay, well, I'm going to say maybe that has worked out okay then. And we can very much go to the end. A 2.4 second stop for Doohan. And he comes out just behind Ocon. So, still 20 odd laps to go here. Plenty of time. But yeah, we're 20 seconds, or 30 seconds behind Hulkenberg. So we're not going to move any further forward unless there's a safety car, I wouldn't have thought. And even then, we're lapped. So 12th is probably the best we can hope for. Alright, so we've got Doohan all over the back of Esteban Ocon. Albon ran wide, so that's why we've got past him. Track is now officially damp. I just want to get this move done. It's 8 seconds up the road then to Bottas, who does have a mechanical fault. So there is a chance that he may be a little bit slower. And then that would be that done. Just got to be a little bit careful with Doohan's tyres in that temperature window, but we'll see how we go. Sainz has a mechanical fault. We could do with 1 or 2 of these Ferraris and Verstappen dropping out, retired. We need, what, four places to get a point here with Vandoorne, so that's a bit of an ask, but you never know. I really want to... There is no DRS, I suppose, is there? So it's not like we have to worry about towing Ocon around, I guess, but I'd like to have a little bit of wiggle room. Anyway, as for Vandoorne, he's more or less holding the gap. We must have been lapped. Last lap, there we go, a 12. We'll see what Magnussen does, a 12. So yeah, we're holding the gap to Magnussen, which is good. It's still, yeah, see 8-9 seconds as Ocon's going to come back at us. Bloody Esteban Ocon. Well, unfortunately, that is Kevin Magnussen getting past us. We just lost out in traffic. I don't quite understand how we lost out on traffic, but everybody came past us. You can see the McLaren, the Red Bull, the Aston, who's lapping us as well, because everybody apparently is lapping us. And yeah, we just lost out on it. So I don't really understand why that happened, but it did. And Doohan is now dropping off the back as well. Now I've just noticed that it has actually stopped raining. We've not got that many laps to go, and he's just caught up again. It's the flow of traffic, isn't it? We don't really have anything to gain by coming in because we're 40 seconds behind. I mean, if we could magically put the tyres on as we drove past, I'd say, yeah, let's do it. The only thing is that, I mean, but Hulkenberg is 30 seconds behind as well. Let's do it with Jack. And just see if it's going to work out. So there's the track going dry. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth doing. It's going to have to be this lap if we're doing it. The track's only going to get drier. Okay, let's go. Because we've got nothing to lose. I mean, 14th would be our equal best result. But we're not here to race for 14th. Doohan's had a pit stop issue, so it's 8 seconds. I wish I'd known that before I just called him in. So Doohan's sprinting to the end. You can deploy. We've got a good one there. And let's see how fast we can be. Yeah, I mean the track is going to go dry. Like it's definitely soft tyres are the right tyres. Okay, so other cars are coming in. So let's deploy. And let's see if we can get a massive undercut on someone like Magnussen. We could actually put them well and truly behind us if this works out. We've got extra fuel to burn here as well, so we can do that. Jack is probably getting towards the end of usable battery life. There is a Alpine on Inters. That's Gasly brushed aside. Is Magnussen going to try and hang this out? And if so, can we catch him? Doohan did a 107.8. His first sort of flying lap. We've used up all the battery now. We'll get a recharge into turn 1. We've done a 107. So we are that'd be nice. 6 seconds faster on that lap. And the track is only going to get drier, and that gap is only going to come down for us. It's 8 seconds. We're going to get him. We'll almost have him by the end of this lap. Just got to watch the fuel there on Doohan, who is 13 seconds behind Ocon. Now, I think we said 20th for him was the sponsor target, wasn't it? So that shouldn't be too much of a problem. A 108 to a 113. 2 laps to go. That must be Magnussen there. We're going to get him, aren't we? I think we're going to get him. Doohan is catching the leaders, I think. He's unlapping himself like a crazy man. But I mean, that shows the pace, doesn't it? We've just gone past... This is Piastri. This is the race leader. We've just passed second and third, and now we're going to go past the leader like he's not even there. And Vandoorne, we just missed Vandoorne getting past K-Mag.
Let's have a look.
And I suspect it was fairly comfortable. Oh, it's not even. Is it round the outside? Oh, almost 4 wheels off the track, but easily done in the end.
And the overtake is...
All right, so Piastri has won. Doohan is going to get another position here, I think, as we unlap ourselves again and cross the line 14th for our second, well, best on-camera result anyway. We did get a 13th at Miami in the redo, and it looks as though Doohan is going to come in 18th. So that stop undoubtedly worked out. You wonder if someone at the front should have done it, really, shouldn't they? But here we go, cross the line, Jack Doohan 18th, and that's a pretty good day, despite going backwards from qualifying. So yeah, let me know what you think. I do think we can be fairly proud of that. Like I said, I think qualifying was, we used the conditions well, not necessarily having the pace in the car. So we did go back 6 and 8 spots for those finishing positions, but not the worst, I don't think at all. Drivers' Championship, does that move us up in terms of a best finish at all? No. And the Constructors, we should still be in 10th. And yes, indeed, we are. Pit stop. Hey, we got the fastest ever pit stop. Well, not fastest ever, but we got the fastest. We'll call it the fastest ever. And a point for Stoffel down there in 10th as well. So that is going to move us up to 4th now in the pit stop competition. We may not be fast on track. Very good off it. Very, very good off it. And to be fair, we did make enough pit stops, I think, to just about guarantee we'd get something. And there we go, 800 grand for sponsor targets as well. We could have been much more ambitious with both of them. We could have gone 18th or higher. Maybe now that is actually what we need to do, actually be a little bit more ambitious and look for the better results. So the board, no doubt, will have been happy with that. Indeed, they were delighted. So everything is on the up and up, which is very, very nice indeed. We'll have to... I forgot to change the ERS before that race as well, so that's not great. But yeah, we'll be back for the British Grand Prix next time. Doohan is improving, which is nice as well. And will we have upgrades on the car next time? I think we will. The front wing and the side pods, though they're being designed. The chassis. Someone will have a chassis, potentially. No, maybe not. No, I don't think they will. So never mind. There will be no upgrades for Silverstone. But after that, there's some upgrades on the way. If you enjoyed that, thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time. Take care.